Saw Hero's downfall, take care of the Hero of Iroas. Here's Monastery Mentor. And Gerard's been sitting on counter magic, it feels like forever. And Laguna Man Trailblazer isn't much of a threat, but it doesn't need to be much of one. It just needs to deal one. All right, here's Foul Tongue Invocation. There's Dragonlord Ojutai. All right, Trailblazer, you got to go away. Gerard's going to go up to 5.
No big cost there for Ross.
Nope. Does Mentor resolve? Salumgar Scorn. Reveal that dragon. That's gone too.
Now Ross has got to dump out. He's got to get a couple things into play now.
Going to sacrifice some fetch lands. Not sure if Ross has another Treasure Cruise or not. We're going to find out, I think, in a minute here. Now, if you were just putting a ton of pressure on Gerard, maybe he never had time to cast Dragonlord's Prerogative.
It's just tough because it's hard to, if you're in Ross's seat, it's hard to believe that that's what Gerard's going to be doing, is drawing cards and saying go for forever.
Yeah.
And maybe he does have a sweeper and he's just trying to set up the perfect hand of reaction to it and a way to push it through.
Here's Seeker of the Way. Pass the turn back. He's got mana available. For Gerard, he's got to play a little guessing game, too, of what this mana means. Not so much anymore.
So Gerard can pick apart this stuff and invalidate large swaths of the creatures with individual cards.
The information's so important, too. Because Gerard might be trying to play around a bunch of different stuff, and it's just like, I don't need to play around all that stuff. I can just play around this one thing now.
Yep.
At this point now, all he really needs to play around is God's Willing. There is a copy of Defiant Strike, which can cantrip into something. But for the most part, it's God's Willing now. They made the trip together. Boswell had a pretty good weekend. His good buddy Gerard is having a better one. He's down a game right now and underneath some pressure to win, sitting at 3 life.
I think he's found another Edict effect.
Starting to claw his way out of this.
Yep,
there's a self-inflicted wound. I was wondering if he was ever going to draw one of those things.
I know, 3 on the board.
Yeah. Now here's Dragonlord Ojutai, and he can very confidently tap out. He doesn't have to worry about Lightning Bolt, Siege Rhino, none of that stuff.
And now Ross just needs to dump.
Yep.
He needs to play everything he can.
This kind of jockeying and measuring of threats now, that's pretty much out the window.
Yeah, Gerard's blunted enough of Ross's offense now. He's threatening to turn the game around very quickly, and Ross does not have the time or luxury to play around every card in Gerard's deck anymore.
Defiant Strike's going to target Battle-Wise Hoplite. That's going to get a counter. He'll get the Scry, of course, from Heroic. Now he'll get to draw from Defiant Strike. Disdainful Stroke has been drawn by Merriam. Fabiano does not know about that card.
Is when it looks like the straits are dire enough that you're considering blocking with Dragonlord Ojutai, you need to attack to find help.
Sure. That's what he's doing. Puts you to 10. Take a look at the top 3. Does he find what he's looking for? He's sweating it out. He definitely needs some help. Foul Tongue Invocation, some help.
Self-inflicted wound as well.
I think the life that Foul Tongue Invocation gains.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot. It also comes underneath that the Disdainful Stroke radar. Ashiok. Turn over a Seeker, a Hero, and a God's Willing. Upkeep, Foul Tongue Invocation.
And Gerard really needs this life.
Yep. Trailblazer down, Fabiano up to 7. Gonna keep on fighting. Looks like we might have this on the upkeep.
Yeah, Ross trying to scry for some help here. I think he knows that he's got to try to kill this turn if he can.
Top card goes to the bottom. From the Battle-Wise Hoplite, Heroic Scry. Now the God's Willing Scry.
I mean, Gerard's down to 2 cards in hand, and his board is about to become overwhelming.
Yep.
So I think that Ross is well served just trying to kill this turn if he can.
Ashiok is going to have too much of an effect on this game, I think.
Yep.
Just some idiot creature in play just messes things up.
Yeah, just any blocker is very powerful here. Gerard gets a draw step plus a hit with Dragonlord Ojutai. Yep. It's too much.
Oh, wow. That's huge. He's up to 11. 11 is so much right now.
Yeah.
Take a draw.
Now, Treasure Cruise may be able to piece this together still. Wow.
Okay.
You see Gerard.
Yep.
He knows that was the one card that gives him a shot.
Looks like he drew quite a few creatures. There's a Defiant Strike, I think, in those cards. All right, here we go. Hiya.
And Gerard is just cannot believe this is happening right now. Had to be a perfect set of cards here for Ross to be able to cobble together lethal this turn. And, you know, Ross is at least threatening it.
He's going to leave that card on top. Draw a card. God's willing. Cast favorite Hoplites. Sorry, coming across for, I believe, 6.
Yep, that's 6.
I believe. Put him down to 5. All right, Fabiano gets to untap. Quickly draw a card. Yep, this is a good place to start. Into the red zone with Dragon Lord Ochitai. It's 5-5. Take a look at the top 3. The hood's down now. The hat is off. It's getting serious out here.
If you're in Gerard's position last turn, you got to feel like it's going to take a real fortunate string of cards for Ross to stay in this. It can't even be 1.
Ashiok going to go down to 3. His favorite Planeswalker brings the Seeker of the Way with it. There's an island past the turn. What is he likely to run into?
And the God's Willing gives him access to multiple Scries as well.
Yep.
If he wanted them.
Now, he just drew a card for the turn. He's going to play Manic Influence. There's a God's Willing. Slumgar Scorn. Dragon is in play. Also, you get to trigger the Prowess. Ooh. Okay. All right. That was a game. That was a game.
I mean, that's one if Ross has a Stubborn Denial to fire back with.
He had a Distasteful Stroke, not a Stubborn Denial.
Yep.
All right. Can we make it best of 5?
I wouldn't mind.
I'll sit here. I'll watch this all day. I don't mind.